So you've already watched Star Wars 5 times, now you're looking for a change of pace. A good comedy, you say? Maybe Sisters will be right up your alley. Sisters stars Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, and is directed by Jason Moore. So after I was just completely blown away by Star Wars The Force Awakens, I was in the mood for a good comedy. And I'm a big fan of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I really liked them in Baby Mama, so why not check out Sisters? And in Sisters, their characters are kind of polar opposites. If you remember in Baby Mama, Amy Poehler was the one that was more white trash. Well, they kind of flipped the roles in this movie. And Tina Fey is actually really funny as the white trash girl. But the story is their parents are selling their home in Orlando, Florida, and they want the girls to come back and clean their room, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And so when they get back into Orlando, they start reminiscing about their old times in the 80s, and they want to throw one last big party at their house. And I'm gonna say I was actually surprised by how funny this movie was, because I didn't expect it to be that funny. And going in, I didn't know that it was rated R. And that was a nice surprise because it's a hard R. They do not hold back at all. You will see things come out of Tina Fey that you probably have never seen before. She really goes for it in this movie, and she's really hilarious. And I also really enjoyed Amy Poehler's character as well, especially when she's trying to impress the gardener character in the movie. She plays the part of being awkward and liking somebody and pretty much coming off as a bumbling idiot really well. But also they are surrounded by a huge cast of SNL alumni, and everybody just plays off of each other so well. You can tell that they had a blast making this movie. It doesn't look like work. And when you're watching a comedy, it really just comes down to one thing. Are you laughing? Are you entertained? And I was rolling throughout many of the scenes in this movie. Like I said, Tina Fey really just goes for it. There are quite a few unexpected scenes where she really just had me in stitches. Now this movie is not perfect though. It does have its problems. One thing is the party scene I thought was gonna last for maybe 15 minutes. The party scene might be the longest party scene in cinema history. I don't remember ever watching a movie where a party lasted this long. It felt like it lasted for well over an hour. I think the only other movie I can think of that has a party scene that long maybe Can't Hardly Wait. And don't get me wrong, there are some really funny scenes in this party scene, but a lot of hits and misses too. And it really overstays its welcome. I think they could have edited this part of the movie down to maybe half an hour and it would have played off flawlessly. But one of the characters that really stood out to me was Bobby Moynihan. He had a few scenes, especially the Scarface scene. I was in stitches, I was laughing. But then a lot of the other scenes he's in, he's trying too hard, which is kind of funny because that's what his character is trying to do. He's trying too hard to be funny. But he comes off as annoying in some of the scenes. And also, to me, this movie had one of those Lord of the Rings Return of the King type endings. The first scene where you think this movie ends, don't get up because you got another 20 minutes before the movie actually finally ends. And I think this has kind of been the growing trend with comedies over the last 10 years. I call it the Judd Apatow era. Comedies used to be about an hour and a half, and now for some reason they have been well over 2 hours sometimes. And this movie felt like that. So overall, I'm gonna give Sisters a high humdrum. I did have a really good time, I really laughed, and I might check it out again when it comes out on video. And I was pleasantly surprised by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler's chemistry in this movie. They really just play off of each other so well. So guys, are there any of you out there that actually saw Sisters? Because I know everybody went and saw Star Wars The Force Awakens. If you did, let me know what you thought of it. Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Humdrum out.